Living a life of grace. I took a quick break and I'm back to you. I'm looking forward to hearing your words of wisdom. Please speak to me, my beloved Lord. Teaching. The teaching that I want to share with you is how to live a life of grace. To live in my grace is to live a life of total freedom, which is to be in the flow of my presence all the time. Do you understand? To live in my grace is to be in the flow of my presence all of the time. You connect to my light and discipline your mind, and you will live a life of total freedom. You experience my presence in your whole being and get the conviction from your whole being on what to do next in your life. Because you start to make a decision from a deep conviction within yourself. You stay in my holy instant, and you will receive the signs and the direction to take, and then follow the inner guidance. You don't have to fight. You don't have to tire yourself up. You don't have to ask many questions. You walk in the flow of my grace. You receive signs, then take actions to execute. You don't take any decision on your own. Let me guide you. You join first with me, and you get in touch with your breath and ask me the question from within. You will receive the guidance for every single step to take. And then you let your mind execute. Your mind is a tool to execute the action. Do you understand? You don't make any decision without my guidance. This is how to live in my grace. You don't make any decisions on your own. When I give you the answer on what to do, sometimes you say to yourself, it is too unrealistic, and you can't do it, and you fight, and you get yourself in the way. But who is losing? Who is losing? It is you. It is you because you get to fight against my flow, and then you get to hurt yourself. Your mind will resist and will tell you all kinds of excuses on why you should do this or why you should do that. Sometimes it will even sound absurd to your mind, but don't listen to your mind. Remember, your mind is here to serve your soul and heart. Use your mind to execute the decision that you receive from your being. Do you understand? Don't fight the decision. Sometimes you will think it is a nonsense, and why should you do this or that? Your mind cannot comprehend why you should do this or that. Don't let your mind be in the way, because your mind will always find excuses and tell you this is absurd and that you shouldn't do it. I have told you your mind is here to serve you. Your mind is here to serve your soul. You get the decision from me when you feel a deep peace in your heart. Then you know this is it. If you question, you will be against my flow of grace, and you cannot be feeling peace and ease inside your being. When you hear my guidance, even if it sounds overwhelming to handle, I don't want you to think about it because your mind cannot comprehend. Use your mind to execute the decision that you have received from my guidance. This is to be living in my grace. This is to be living in grace. You will receive guidance on what to do, but you will be hearing many voices from inside telling you it is absurd what you do. You know this is all part of the game. This is all part of the game. Those voices are here to keep you away from my light, because those voices are from the world and are instilled with fears, worries, and doubts, so your mind cannot comprehend, and will ask you why you do what you do. My guidance is not from the world. My guidance is from the light of my presence, and your mind cannot comprehend it. Who should you believe? Who should you trust? Should you trust a system of beliefs that has kept you down and took you to your destruction? Or should you trust the light that has saved you and gave you true freedom, your peace and ease and grace? Ask yourself the question. You have to dismantle the whole system of beliefs. You have to dismantle all those thoughts that are based on fears, doubts, and worries. You have to discipline your mind, as I told you. This is not easy. This is why I have told you this is a journey of deep work. When you understand how my flow of grace works, you will be glowing in everything that you do. So whatever you will be doing will come to you with ease. You live in me, and you live in my light, and you navigate the world with grace and ease. If you fight and resist and prefer to live in your mind and the system of beliefs of the world and the society, your life will be a misery, and of course you cannot be living in grace. This is not being in my flow. The flow is to be with me all the time and let me guide you. You will be walking the way of the light, and I will continue to show you the way to my light. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Is there anything else you want to share with me? You have to choose either grace or difficulty and constraints. When living in grace, your life will be a miracle. Your life will be bliss. Your life will be true happiness, and nothing will seem difficult. This is being in grace and being in the flow of my grace.